What's up, guys? Happy spring. I feel really called to do a message from the fairies for springtime. They want to come through. You'll have to give me a second. Anyways, yeah. I'm not exactly sure what they want to come through and say. I actually have a whole bunch of new decks. I have a grip of new decks. This one, I have been doing readings for people on my threads and myself, and it's the Soul's Journey lessons cards to find out what lesson your soul is currently facing, and these have been absolutely transformational readings. Love them. Having a really good time with that. Anyway, so we have a whole stack of decks that we may or may not use, but the main one that wants to come through is one of my newer ones from Oracle of the Fairies by Karen Kay, and Ginger Kelly did the artwork. Anyways, this deck is good. But yeah, just the fairies all day to like do a reading. I pulled cards for myself earlier today, and and it was good. I pulled from it this deck a few times already, and it was good, but they want me to do a collective one for my YouTube, a real reading. Anyways, I've been super busy, and I haven't been able to come on and do readings. I have all these shoes right here that are just in the way. Everybody has their shoes in here, apparently. I have some homemade peanut butter fudge that I made my husband for Valentine's Day, thank God, because I needed something sweet, and the fairies insisted I come bring something sweet into the reading too. Like an offering. Anyways, yeah, it's springtime finally, and as I was tuning in to springtime, I was asking for like a message, and it was very, very simple this morning when I woke up, and all I heard was like renewal, right? Being refreshed. It's like your, what was it? I can't even remember off the top of my head. I remember like I got comparing it to a tulip though, and it was saying something about you are renewed, and it's like how a rose unfolds. Each petal is going to unfold, and it's actually already renewed, but you're supposed to enjoy the unfoldment. I don't know if that one was from the fairies, but I don't really think it was. I think that was like just from my guides. But it was so beautiful, the message. I have it written down somewhere on my phone, which I'm recording on, so I can't actually share it with you guys, but you get the gist of it. Anyways, so yeah, we're gonna find out what the fairies' message is for us for springtime, because they want to come out and play. I have absolutely no idea what type of reading this will be. I barely know this deck. I'm barely slightly acquainted with it. It is beautiful so far though. And I think we're going to pull from my deck, the Healing the Chakras deck, to get an energy pull for springtime on where we should focus our energy. That's always fun. Anyway, I was feeling the fairy vibes today. I'm even wearing like a little cozy wozy fairy dress. Very, it's like refreshed, right? Refreshing. Okay. We have at the split of the deck, friendship and shine from within. Looks are only skin deep, true beauty shines from within, and it's time for you to shine. This is a time for self-acceptance and for revealing your true beauty. Oh my goodness, yeah, that's par on par with like the little tulip thing that was coming through. It's like you've already been renewed, and just enjoy the revealing of your petals to the world, petal by petal, which to me is talking about the aspects of yourself. Almost like if you were to hang up one of those crystal balls, all the little aspects, those are all the different, like, oh, this thing lights me up and this lights me up, like all the little things that make you you, right? And then we have the friendship one. Fairies and humans alike need friends. Now is the time to seek out those who will support and encourage you on your journey to fulfill your dreams. And I love that. That's actually, it's been coming out a lot. Oh, you guys will have to excuse me. We got sick like what seems like a month ago. And it's just, anyways, it's like working its way through all my heart chakra. I've been doing a lot of like energy work and stuff too. So it's just like, getting it all out there. I want to make sure my throat chakra is clear. And it doesn't help that they're like, eat the peanut butter fudge, you know. It's delicious, by the way. It's so yummy. I love making fudge. Fun fact. I love to cook. Throw it down up in the kitchen. And with Dex. Okay. Or do I? Do I just ramble for 10 minutes? This is how I weed out the week, right? If the message is meant for you, you're just going to stay. One day I'll consider being more pointed and less guided. But maybe not. Maybe not. You know, I used to be a banker once upon a time. And let me tell you, I got yelled out for handle time. Rambler. But I truly believe that half the shit that comes out of my mouth is like channeled messages sometimes. Sometimes people just need to hear it, you know? I like talking like this on this level. You know, one day I'm going to not be here anymore, like, ever. And the only thing that'll be left with me is all these stupid videos. Anyways. Let's get a fairies message for springtime. Yeah, maybe that is it too. Thinking about what it is you're going to leave behind. Like, reveal, like that one, your friendship and the shine from within. Like, how are you shining from within and revealing it to your friends and, you know, your loved ones? What are you kind of like, what's the impression that you're leaving? God knows the impression I'm leaving with these videos. Surely I just make a fool of myself. Music. Yeah, especially when I come up on here and do my sound healing, right? It's like, Jenna, it's true, stick to one thing. No, sound healing is profound. Okay. Anyways, cutting it on music. Come together. I'm just thinking in my head, the Beatles. Come together. Yeah, so spring, really a time to shine within, celebrate, enjoy, come together with friends. Sounds like it's going to be a good time. Okay. All right. What is the message from the fairies? What do you want to tell the YouTube collective for springtime? Yes. Oh, we have solitude. Is that what that is? Oh, that's so interesting. And moderation. Okay. I feel like I want to pull a few different sets. Yeah, I'm going to pull 3 sets of 2. Oh, look, it's a Shine From Within card again. And it fell out over the go outside. I might have to switch this this camera angle view. These are beautiful cards. I really like them. I want to pull 2 more for right here. I'm feeling like I'm feeling like a past, present, future kind of vibe, but not quite. Similar. I feel like an influence pile. Here, maybe I can just turn this just a little bit. Can you guys see it? Maybe. I wish I had a way to like angle it, but it doesn't angle down. And then I feel weird. I feel like I'm just like talking into nothing. You guys are just staring at my neck. Okay. Anyways. Okay, I'm gonna try my best with this, and then you guys can still kind of see me a little bit. I can sit out cozy wozy, and I just tuck all the cards back from me. Okay, so the energy is interesting here, and it's I'm being told to just pull some more over here. Okay. Interesting. It's almost like I just like tapped into like Reiki to try to read what was going on, which is very interesting that that's what it is. I actually was going to come on here and do a little bit of sound healing and do Reiki at first, but then I was like guided to just hop right into the reading, which is super interesting. Okay, so let me break this down for you if you guys can kind of see these cards. So I feel that this is you right here. This is your advice on where you need to go this spring. These are external influences, and these are not internal influences, but your your protection, your spirit team, your guides, the assistance that you have, but it is like internal because it's not like external in the outside world. Follow me here? Okay. So the external influences, we have solitude. These cards are beautiful too. I know you guys probably can't read them that well. I'm going to read them too. Think of being alone as meaning you are all one and in total harmony with everything. The greatest treasures are those that wait silently during your quiet times. And then moderation. Is there something that you know you shouldn't be eating? Try to eat mindfully and healthily, although the fairies say that a little bit of what you fancy is fine. So there could actually be an external influence to consume a lot, actually. If it's not food, like this suggests, of course it could be like drink or, you know, other things that people partake in. And you're actually being encouraged to take moderation, take the consumption within moderation and go within your own solitude to decipher what it is that you truly want, right? Also, a mantra that might be really helpful if you are trying to like get more comfortable with the idea that all is one. Some people are, some people aren't. Basically, the theory is that, you know, everything in the universe is you. So you're actually experiencing everything all at once. You're just experiencing different aspects. Every single person is a different aspect of the universe or whatever. Anyways, a mantra that is so calming is I'm so hum, and it means basically all is one. And when you chant it, it's actually so calming. And the thing of why it's so calming is because you can accept everyone and everything for just what it is. You don't have to judge it. You can accept everything that you observe almost as an aspect of yourself. And when you do that, it actually helps. It actually helps with moderation because you can understand, like maybe you don't have to try to run away from stuff as much. I think the reason why a lot of people overconsume is because they're actually trying to get away from something that's consuming them, right? Especially in cases of overconsumption and things that like help drown away stuff, right? But you can overconsume in anything, even scrolling on your phone and stuff like that. That's like overconsumption. Video games. There are some things that are healthier than others, but sometimes even the good things can be brought to an extreme that is unhealthy. Like, take all these books that are on this bookshelf behind my phone here. I could sit here and just read for hours and hours and hours and hours and hours, but that would actually be a waste for what it is that my life is supposed to be, because it's not just about reading books, right? Maybe sometimes you can go on binges, you know, where you like really get sucked into a good book, and that's totally okay every now and again within moderation, right? To go into the solitude and do what it is that you want to do. But if you were to do that, that would be too much. But like reading a book every night before you go to sleep, that's like absolutely fine, right? That's actually a healthy habit. Okay? So it's with everything. And this is your external. So I feel like this is something that you actually have to put boundaries around. And if we're just pulling the keywords for it from it, that could actually be the solution: solitude and moderation. So make sure that this spring, to deal with the external world, that you have boundaries around your solitude and your moderation. And this can be whatever it is that you feel necessary to moderate on a healthy level. Okay? If you don't want to go out partying all the time and you want to take some solitude for yourself, you need to have that healthy boundary with any sort of external influences that happen. Daily practices are really good for this. Like if you have like a daily meditation practice, or even if you own like even a tarot deck or whatever, just sitting down and do a daily check-in with yourself. Journaling is great. You don't even have to do anything really. Just take a moment to put yourself in solitude. Okay. Now, the forces around you that are essentially, they're like internal, they belong to you, they're not necessarily in or of this realm. Remember, this is a fairy reading, okay? It's like your spirit team, your ancestors, your guides, your angels, your fairies, okay? Your fairies. I love it. Okay, these are the external, internal influences that are around you, okay? You've got magical blessings. Beautiful card. It's like nice celebration on there. And moon energy, which, oh my God, look at her. She's a beautiful moon fairy. It's nighttime when I'm recording this too. It looks like it's nighttime on this one too, the magical blessings. Magical blessings. Whatever you're going through, you're being assisted by magical fairy blessings. The fairies say you can bless others too. Which you can. It comes from your heart. Moon energy. Surrender to the natural ebb and flow of life. If you're feeling confused, this fairy comes to calm emotions and reassure you that peace of mind is possible. Oh, I love that for our supporting internal, external influences. Okay, and then here is us. We've got go outside for springtime. It's time to go outside, tune into the powerful peace of nature wherever you are and feel at one with your habitat. Somewhere outside where you can just go and you can be at peace and you can submerge yourself back into the natural world. That's so necessary right now, especially for cases of transmutation. You can have the forest or the earth, the ground, whether it's dirt, grass, whatever, you're sitting on the base of a tree. If you don't like taking your shoes off, then just touch the tree. You can ask for permission, of course. They're going to say yes, but they're actually able to help kind of take out some of that is burdening you and send it back into the earth so it can be transmuted for the best of all. Like if it's the stagnant energy, you could just like boop, 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 boop. Scientifically speaking, it's actually called grounding, and it's negative ions that get discharged. So you can look that up if you don't believe me. It's not just all woo-woo. That shit's actually good for you. Okay, and then we've got protect your dreams. And I think it's beautiful that she is half napping actually on the forest, and you can see her heart is just lit up. Maybe you can't see it so well, but it is. She's got a little light ball right here. And just like in the magical blessings card, how it's saying that, the fairies, they're blessing you and you can bless others too, with your own like fairy essence, fairy magic or whatever. If you know what I'm talking about, you know what I'm talking about. But it's that's what she's protecting there. It's like your dreams, right? And it's like by you following your dreams and nurturing it, and the going outside and allowing others to witness you living out this, if all is one, right, and we're all aspects of the universe, and you are expressing yourself in your fullness of your expression that you are supposed to be, you're showing that to the outside world, and protecting your dream. And by protecting it, I mean nurturing it and living it, like owning it legitimately. But when the time is right, you're able to nurture it until it's ready. And just like, coming back into what the flower aspect was, is enjoy revealing to the world each petal and aspect of yourself, right? Let's read the affirmation on it, because I feel like the affirmation is completely different. This card's popped up quite a bit. You are the guardian of your precious dreams, and they are safe in your care. Keep them close to your heart until you're ready to release them. Yeah, feel free to nurture them until you're ready, and then go outside with them. But if you have been nurturing dreams that are very close to your heart, I feel like, because this is us right now, this is the present moment, who we are showing up as in the reading, the collective, but of course I'm part of the collective too, right? My throat chakra is just like tightened up too. Nasty, real nasty. I promise, like, I know I'm like getting over being ill and like working through some stuff too. But like, I really haven't been like, but of course when I come on here and I have to talk, But you can wait until you're ready. But in the present moment for spring, you're actually being encouraged that if you've been holding and nurturing a dream close to your heart, that it's time to go outside with it. Like, because it's a magical blessing and everything. But maybe that's why solitude and moderation is an external influence. Maybe because it's going to shine so bright that those are going to be necessary, where you're going to need those boundaries of your solitude and what to take in moderation, that you're not, living it up too much the springtime. Okay, not too much. Don't live it up too much, of course, and to make sure that you're taking that solitude and that time for yourself, because it doesn't even have to be like living it up too much, like, like you're hitting the sauce or whatever it is. It can be like you just not having any alone time, and you're like, oh, okay, well, it's springtime, it's on the go, it's finally nice. I gotta go see this person, I gotta go see this person, I gotta go see this person, I gotta do this, I gotta do that, this plan, this plan, and you're not giving yourself a day of rest. And it's really funny, not to get like biblical on you or anything, but I like pulled out a Bible right before I sat down to set the space for the reading, and I flipped to a random page, and it was talking about the day of rest, and that like a man earns the day of rest, just like God had to earn the day of rest because he works for 6 days and then he's able to earn that day of rest. And it's like, if you are out here just putting in all this work, you got to give yourself rest. That's the way that I took it. But then I also took it as, the old thing, what separates the people from, the dreamers from the achievers is the achievers actually like put in the work. They actually do stuff. Like, you can talk all day about all the stuff that you want to do, but if you don't actually go outside and do it and follow your dreams, you're too worried to protect it too much, you're keeping your heart too closed down, then you're not actually going, you're going to stay a dreamer and not an achiever. And you're being encouraged to live out these dreams, okay? All right, now, our advice here. We've got the Shine From Within that came out in the split of the deck, along with the friendship card. And that one says, looks are only skin deep. True beauty shines from within, and it's time for you to shine. This is a time for self-acceptance and for revealing your true beauty. So you have to show yourself to the world. Like Elsa, show yourself, right? Okay. Life energy. Look at her, look at these cards too. They're so beautiful. This one's got like a cute little girl on it in like a ballerina fairy dress. And this is the Shine From Within. Like, you have to let your inner child out to play and your inner child out to shine. Okay. All right. So then we've got life energy. Oh, it's a happy fairy. The happy fairy of sunshine brings lots of life-giving energy. She reminds you to shine your light and to reveal anything in the shadows that needs to be healed. Yeah, and think about like spring. It is, it's like when the sunshine is coming out to play, and it's, melting away all of, the winter's snow and the winter's frost, and that will then show if there's, like, say you're like a farmer or something, like any damage that's been done to this area or this area, and anywhere that might need to be healed and migrated from being battered all winter. Okay, like, oh, hey, that spot on the roof over there, Sorry guys, I'm trying to think of a better representation, but I live in the country right now. I live in the backwoods of Nevada. Okay, where do we need to focus our energy for this month? We're going to pull from my deck, Healing the Chakras. Actually, good old clear there. What do we need to focus our energy this month? I really love this deck. You guys know that it's been a year since I made this deck, since I like publicly released it. I ran my deck campaign from it was like March 12th or somewhere in the whereabouts, March 15th, all the way until April 20th of last year. I did the pre-orders, and then I went on and I did daily readings for with my deck every single day, and I like grew my TikTok pretty fucking reasonable. Then it got banned because I started talking about like health stuff. Whoa. Fuck that though. Anyways, I used the money that I made from that, and I paid for to put myself through schooling for my naturopath certification. And I actually earned my naturopath certification. So let that be your lesson, that if something is trying to break you right now, let what is meant to break you make you, and alchemize it into how it can serve you. Like I took that however much that I had earned through like that stupid thing before, anyways, before they banned it or whatever, I took all of that money that I earned from that and invested into a class and a certification, and then I studied for almost a year and I got it. So now I'm a certified naturopath and I can like lean into that. I honestly just wanted to do that for my health, which was kind of why I was sharing the stuff that I was sharing, because it's useful to people. Anyways, Big Pharma's out. I joke, it's like Big Pharma sent their goons after me. Whatever, it is what it is. I did that before though. I used to be, remember how it's so weird that I mentioned to you guys that I actually used to be a banker. That's funny that I talked about it in this. I guess we're coming full circle. I did used to be a banker, and the call center that I worked at, I worked there for a really long time, had fantastic benefits. I had like a shit ton of PTO, like, anyways, I probably would have never left that job because it was so comfortable. And I'm a mom, and they had fantastic maternity benefits and everything, even though I never got to use them, because I didn't have like, anyways, whatever. Point is, they closed the call center, and I took the severance package that they gave me, which was cool. It's like they kept paying me, and then I just got to go home and not work. That was actually kind of tight. But because I also qualified for like unemployment because it closed, I decided that I wanted to go to trucking school though. And I was like, you know what? I'm just going to become a trucker. So fun fact, I actually still hold a class at CDL, which is fun. I know I'm like this tiny little thing, but I do, which is so cool. But anyways, I was going to pay for it myself. And a buddy of mine, he was like, oh, hey, I went through this place and they actually helped me out with a lot of my funding. Whoop-de-whoop-de-whoop. And I went and I talked to the guy and I was like, yeah, and I told him what happened with the former financial institution that I worked at. And he was like, oh, da-da-da-da-da, we could probably get you financing. And they paid for the whole fucking thing. And I didn't even have to pay out of pocket. But it's because something bad happened to me that I was able to alchemize it and actually get something really good out of it. So that's a message for someone. Maybe you're going through something awful right now and you need to just, this is going to sound rude, so don't take the wrong way. Stop whining about what's going on, look around you, see what opportunity there is to be had there, and take the opportunities that are at hand and use what's meant to break you to make you. Because it's like these little fucking goats on this calendar up over here, right? Can you guys see them? Mountain goats. You know what they don't do? Those motherfuckers don't fall down, okay? They are mountain goats. Like, they are fucking steadfast. They are meant for that shit. They're fucking built for standing on the sides of cliffs where the average person is gonna fucking fall down. And it's like, that's how you gotta be. You gotta be like me. You gotta be like a goat, right? Like a mountain goat. A steadfast fucking, not just any old mountain goat, a steadfast fucking Nevada high desert fucking mountain goat. Them fucking things are hardy, man. Like, I would hate to live outside here. In the desert time, in the summertime, awful. And I would also hate to live out here in the fucking wintertime, like, fucking goats. They're the goats! Yeah, okay, so, I love how when I touched my own deck, my own fucking life wisdom started coming through and just flowing to you guys. That's my gift from my heart. For real though. For real though. Okay, all right. Where do we need to focus our energy for the springtime? Okay, we've got the crown chakra. Ooh, we've got 2 of the crown chakras, and look, I'm wearing purple too. I fucking love this deck. Sometimes I'm still amazed that I made this. I love the artwork on it. Okay, first off, it's beautiful. But the affirmations, I wrote them. And they're fucking amazing. They're such good affirmations. They really are. Every single one of them. I love them. But I wrote each one to be like the activating phrase for each chakra. And that's what was like the whole idea of it, right? And I just love that. I fucking love this deck. And I've been using it almost daily. It's super warm. I had to think about improving my card stock, but I've been using it almost daily for a year, and it's been so transformational for me. And then I started really getting into sound healing, and I got these 7 chakra bowls too. So I've been incorporating the sound healing with the affirmations, and it's a game changer. It really is. It really is. If you guys are interested in the deck, I do sell just the deck right now. But if you're interested in like a chakra reading, I actually do that with the custom affirmation sound baths, because I want to get better at doing the sound healing stuff, because I'm actually working on my sound healing certification too, right? Okay. All right, let's check the affirmations. I understand that the messages and signs I receive as guidance. I know how to use my discernment to be certain of truth. So yeah, what signs are showing up for you? You know which ones are, like, that's the sign that you're going to get the chills down your spine. You know when it comes direct from source. You know, like, this is talking to me. This is my sign. Like, you just know. And you're able to understand them and receive guidance through them. Not only are you like able to say like, that's my sign, but it's not like, whoa, what are all these signs? What are all these angel numbers coming at me, right? It's like, no, you're actually able to like understand them. Like, you understand, oh, well, hey, when I see this means I'm in alignment. This means I'm off track. This means I'm not going for it yet, and I'm being shut down, and I need to open up my heart chakra, right? You're able to be certain of what's truth and what's not truth, because sometimes you may pick up on signs. You have to be really careful of your confirmation bias, especially if you have a limiting thought that you are thinking of all the time and it's a negative thing and you're perpetuating that. It's going to show up evidence in the universe, but you don't have to pay attention to that, and you can train your confirmation bias on what it is that you need to focus on. And you know when certain messages are meant for you because they hit different, and you can be certain of that truth. Okay? This spring. Also, I know all of the answers I need are already inside of me. I quiet my mind to receive divine insight and guidance. Exactly, yeah. So if you're ever in question about it, you just need to go within and ask yourself, like, hey, and just see what sits right on your spirit and what doesn't. Okay? All right, I want to pull from the Soul's Journey lesson cards, because I've been playing with this deck, and these readings are popping. They are deep. I'm not going to do a full one, but I just want to find out what lesson we may be facing this spring. Because I'm just really not sure what the central part is here. I think you're being encouraged to pop out, but then we also have solitude and moderation. It's like pop out, but also protect your peace. How do we do that? How do we alchemize that? Okay, what is the soul lesson that we are learning this spring? What is the soul lesson that we are learning this spring? Overall, though, I feel like it's a beautiful energy. Almost like a time to navigate and just shine. Navigate what's important to you and prioritize that. I don't know. Okay, what is the soul lesson that we're facing this spring? Gratitude. Love it. I am thankful for this life and the opportunities that it presents. Damn, what was I saying about the finding the opportunity? Oh my goodness, look. Did you guys see that? I didn't mean to do that. Look, and it jumped out to surrender. I can release my need to control. Holy shit. That's crazy. Oh, I swear I didn't mean to do that. It was my pinky too. I felt it. Surrender. Yeah, and gratitude. Oh, I love that. Okay. What areas of life do we need to focus on this spring? The fairies are coming through with this message. Do you think it's because I brought the homemade peanut butter fudge? It must be, right? I just hear snickering. How cute. Ooh, like an eagle. I surround myself with authentic and loving people who share my journey of personal growth and awakening. Relationships, yeah. Oh, yes, like the friendships. We need to prioritize getting around people, socializing, showing this life energy. Ooh. Only to a degree that's healthy, though. Okay. I gotta say, okay, there's a presence here that just like stepped in. Okay, and my crown chakra is tingling, and it was striking at first. I don't know if y'all saw me, like, whatever. But it's not bad, but it's very protective. It's up over here. But it's at first, it seems very dark. Like, it can be, I think. But it's fucking big, and it is protective. And it's like, you are being encouraged to just go for whatever it is you are going for, because it's like, you got like a fucking bodyguard or something up over here. What is that? Please. Oof. I almost don't really want it in my space, but it feels very assertive and comforting in a way, which is interesting. So I guess it can stay, but only until I'm done this week. Anyways, very interesting. It almost made me like pop out, like let me pause and clear my space, because I don't usually allow you know, like if I'm doing a personal reading, okay, cool, you know, whatever, depending on if it's on the person's best interest, right? Anyways, it's in the best interest to allow this protector spirit to, like, they got your back. Oh yeah, it's like, I feel like I could walk around fucking downtown LA in some fucking lingerie right now, and I wouldn't even have to worry about a goddamn thing, because nobody would look at me fucking the wrong way or sideways or anything, but with homeboy back there. So please take comfort in that. Sorry if it creeps you out. This is a reading for the fairies though, so I don't know. Y'all ever fucked around with the fae and found out, like, okay, you don't know who walks with who or whatever. But when I started reading this, it was when it popped out on this card. Ooh, I'm getting chilled again. Ah! All the way in the back of my crown. Ah! That's what it tells me. It's like, it's okay. It's totally like solid, right? I surround myself with authentic and loving people who share my journey of personal growth and awakening. It's like, you are surrounded, you're protected. And while that particular whatever may not be on your exact spirit team, absolutely you don't have to claim anything. It's probably fucking one of mine that's just popping up and being like, baby, I'm here. It could be somebody else's. Okay, and sometimes like guides serve collectives of people. It feels like a very, very strong protector, and dressed in like dark clothing, right? Anyways, I hate when this like pops up for like when I'm just gonna do stuff on YouTube, because I like try to keep YouTube so mild. It's like, can I put this on my Patreon? Anyways. You guys hear my throat chakra shutting down when I try to shrink myself? It's like, sometimes I have a hard time believing that, like, I want to be on the front lines of out here doing this shit, making a fool of myself up on the internet. But I will, for the fairies, okay? No one's gonna watch this all the way to the end anyways, unless you're, like, really interested. We're, like, 40 minutes in, right? This is, like, a part 2 of the video, too. We're probably even farther than that. Probably, like, an hour in. All right. Aside from our relationships, is there any other areas of life that we need to focus on this spring? Now that we've got our fucking big badass guide behind us. He's kind of like fucking, I don't know, comforting. Like, in that way. I mean, I realize, like, I'm a woman and, you know, whatever, but relationships again, okay? I am a master at setting boundaries that protect my time, energy, creativity, and emotional well-being. Yeah, what did I say about the boundaries? The solitude and the moderation. So while you are being encouraged to branch out in relationships, I feel like you're meant to like diversify and actually shine your light out to more people, is what I'm picking up on. Because we were getting a lot of the friendship stuff and surrendering and just kind of allowing your light to go where it is it's supposed to go. And in the liminal space, it's just brightening up in here right now. And it's like, Yes, like you are just meant to just shine from within so that all this life energy can come out of you. And it's almost going to be like a beacon for like new friends. Okay. So you've got to set your boundaries around people, but you are meant to get your feelers out there and socialize a little bit and show yourself. You are being encouraged that whatever this dream that you've been protected, to actually go outside with it this spring and to start showing it to the world, because there's magical blessings that are coming in, and there's like moon fairy energies, and it's protecting you. And you've got homeboy, grandpa, whoever it is, for you, there is a strong protective masculine presence probably for everyone in this collective. My legs are like getting itchy. Yeah, like it's time to go. You need to thank you, spirit. It's time to start taking this action and making sure you're giving yourself a day of rest. Okay. I swear I read it in the Bible right before what came on here. And then also your environment. This springtime, I love living in organized beauty. Spring cleaning, yay, finally, right? Okay, get rid of all the shit that you don't need, organize it, and make sure that it looks nice and it's aesthetic to you, and that it's like, when you walk in there, you are comfortable. You should love every single room of your house. And then we've got, last one over here, we've got physical health. My body heals itself with every breath I take. I'm picking up on breath work, could be very helpful for not only like releasing stuck trauma and stuff in the body, but to calm yourself and to put yourself back into that present moment when perhaps you might be experiencing the highs and the lows of the spring. Or if I'm picking up on like nervousness, like if you're getting anxiety, just breathe, just center yourself, focus on your breath, and know that so long as you are still breathing, everything is okay, right? And then we've got spiritual health. My thoughts lead me in the direction of healing, prosperity, connection, and grace-filled experiences. And then this one right here, what is it that I just said about the organizing? And look at the cute kitty. We're going to end on him. Every room in my home makes me smile. Oh, I love that. Okay, let's get one more closing message from the fairy card, though. From the fairy cards. Look, there's a fairy on this card, too. And it's, I keep sacred the daily habits that make me feel good and allow myself to vibrate at the highest potential. So again, your physical health. Yeah, so set boundaries around that this springtime. Take care of yourself first, okay? You're coming up on big stuff. You're showing up. You've got a lot of relationships, friendships, connections coming in. A lot of divine support. But yeah, make sure you're taking time for yourself. That's solitude and moderation. Especially if you're somebody who isn't like a super sociable person normally, okay? Like we've got emotional health right here too. Like, and then the more I trust my intuition and act on its wisdom, the more extraordinary my life becomes. Definitely follow those little nudges, follow your intuition this spring. But, oh yeah, my nose itches. It's saying, yep, hit that on the nose. That's for someone. I don't even know what it is. It's like one of the clairs where you like feel stuff in your body, like my leg itching and my nose itching. So much fun. Sometimes it's like you feel like hot and cold and this and that. But yeah, taking care of your emotional health. If you're needing to detach, social media detoxes, anything like that. Not even necessarily that, but sometimes just making sure that you have these daily practices that honor your solitude and your emotional health and your physical health, and that you're meeting all of your needs first before you're pouring out and you're shining your light out onto others. Protect your inner peace, right? Okay. From the fairies, let's get a closing message for springtime, please. What a beautiful read this has been. I can hear like my imposter syndrome, or not my, it's not even my imposter syndrome, it's my fear of being seen in my head right now, saying like, oh my God, she doesn't want to post this because the guy popped up in here and she thinks that everyone's going to think it's weird. And I'm being told to say that out loud so you guys can hear that. So maybe you're scared to do something too because you're worried about how others are actually going to judge you. Maybe you're scared to shine from within and show that life energy that you're able to pick up on. I know I am. Like, okay, I've always been the weird one, but it's like a whole nother level of vulnerability to be able to show the world stuff like this, right? And I would feel so much more comfortable if I could just keep all these readings straight to my Patreon. It's like the only people who get to see like this weird level actually have to pay for it, but that's not what I signed up for. I signed up for to help show the world what it's like to show up and live authentically and comfortable in your own skin and your own abilities, and to just own it. And that's not easy to do. It is not easy to do. Even as I'm sitting here in the middle of the depth of this reading, I can feel those thoughts creeping in, and it's like I can feel the guides all around me right now, and I can almost like hear them discussing it with me as I'm shuffling for a closing message. And they're just being told, I'm being told to, and it's like my heart chakra wants to close down. I'm being told to tell you guys exactly how I'm feeling right now, because somebody is going to resonate exactly with it. And that is basically the closing message: is do not let those inner thoughts let you pussy out from what it is you're supposed to be doing. Let yourself be seen. It's fine. Fuck it. What's going to happen, right? Okay. My mind's like, oh, I could think of a whole list. Okay. No, listen. What do the fairies want to say for the closing message? I will. Okay. I vowed to post this on YouTube. I'm just like worried after my stuff got banned and I got like in trouble, right, for posting certain things. I'm like, well, what can I post? What can I post? And that's the thing about life, is it's a risk. You got to take it anyways. This message is meant to reach someone who doesn't even know who I am, is going to like come across me in the YouTube algorithm, and it's just going to hit from the fairies. My synchronicity fairies are working with their synchronicity fairies, and it's going to and that's one of the fairies are one of the very first things that brought me into doing tarot on a professional level. Not even on a professional level, but to expand my hobby to the world, because I've been reading tarot since I was a teen. I don't actually have to come on here and do collective messages for people, but I found that the world actually needs it. It's so fucking beneficial. And the synchronicity fairies actually connected me from doing a reading for a girl for the very first time, whoever encouraged me for it, which is so interesting that I'm getting mentioning this, and a lot of like the career stuff. So your path is so pivotal right now, and you can't pussy out on your path. That's that's the message. You might be scared, but you got to keep going. You got to keep going. Okay. It's going to be worth it. All right. Okay. Can we have our closing message now? Then you add a channeling with it. Oh my God. I vouched to post this. Oh, it's like, y'all don't even know. Y'all don't even know some of the abilities. Like, they really run deep. And I don't even say that to like try to like brag, because it's like not easy to show that. I'm pretty sure I've just got like a bunch of witch wounds and shit, whatever, right? Witch wounds, horror wounds, all that fucking good shit. And it's like, you have to work through them. So easy to come on here and do fucking divination when you're probably killed for it in previous lives, right? And make no mistake, I'm a healer in every life, and that is not an easy mark to bear. But again, with the go outside card and the shine your light and the protect your dreams, it's like you've been, protecting, because I'm very much a part of this collective, and I feel like that's why it keeps pulling it back to me, because whoever is actually watching this long ass reading is going to be able to relate on a personal level. And I'll get vulnerable for you, because it's going to help your heart. It'll probably even help my heart, even just showing up like this, being able to show like this. But for all I know, I could be talking to my daughter in the future, She literally. Didn't I mention that when I die, all I'm going to have are these stupid videos? This is meant for someone, and I have to show it so loud, so proud. Mama up on here doing fairy readings. Big badass guides popping up in the back. Talking about, oh, hey, I'm here too. I love it though. I feel so loved and like comfortable. And I love that it's in my, because this is a protected space. So I'm not even like worried if anything does come up in here, because it's protected space, and it's in the corner with my protection candle. Just, yeah. They gonna fuck something up. Anyways, okay, fairies. Enough nonsense. Before you get my YouTube banned. All right, what is a closing message for springtime? Protection. Look. Holy shit, you can't make this up. Oh, and they're just rainbow. I love this. The fairies of protection are shielding you with magical fairy ring of love and light. Practice psychic protection before embarking upon any spiritual work. Oh my God. Remember when I was just talking about witch wounds and everything else? If that's what helps our psyche feel better, you know, you are protected at all times. But yeah, spiritual protection is important. Like, okay, hello, lit a protection candle, protected space. Okay, I do energy work. My spaces are protected because I'm not just going to be all willy-nilly like, oh my God, let's talk to what you. Absolutely not. Don't get it twisted. This fucking energy is like, not everybody gets to commune. Okay. And for good reason. So if you're new to the game, okay, you can fucking, if you don't know anything else besides like fucking what the church taught you, fucking say a goddamn prayer. Jesus has your back. Literally, like, homie, make sure nothing fucking weird comes up into my environment while I'm doing my divination. He's an ascended master. I'll say, baby, I got you. Okay? Literally. I'm an omnist and I'm an ordained minister and I am obviously really into the woo-woo. I feel like I actually understand things more on like a shamanic level, is where I've been at for lifetimes. Especially this lifetime, though. I've really always found religion to be so fascinating, especially like the indigenous ones and stuff. So, anyways, our closing message is just show yourself. Show the love and the acceptance that you have for yourself. Show it to yourself first and foremost. And it's going to be reflected back to you from the external world. Because you ultimately are actually the ones that sets the, you set the standard. This card right here, love, and it says, I love my home and my home loves me. And you are your home. Your body is your home, you know. Yes, there's certain things that we may not like about ourselves. Like, I don't even want to come on here and do this reading. Do you guys hear how horrible my voice sounds? And then I'm like coughing up a storm and my throat chakra is like trying to shut down. I got like all this stuff, right? But it's not about me, for one. But at the same time it is. Like, this is part of my purpose, right? And it's like, you have to love your home. And I still have the self card right here. This is the author card in this deck. And it always reminds me that when that card pops out is to just focus on yourself, right? And that's really all you have to do is focus on yourself and your own happiness. And all the other puzzle pieces in your life are actually going to just start plugging in. You don't have to worry about anybody else's problems. You just have to focus on that one light that you've been protecting and shining from within. And it's going to allow your life force to come out and actually be seen. And it's safe to be seen. Like, you need to know that. Whoever is watching this, you need to know that. And that's why I've had to get so vulnerable in this reading in a way that's like really uncomfortable to me. Okay? Like, please hear me when I tell you, like, it's safe for you to be seen. There's nothing that you could do or did in the past or whatever that makes it to where you have to shut down and hide yourself away. You're perfect just the way you are. You are that beautiful expression of the universe right now in the exact body and way that you chose to show up in this life. And your fairies want you to know that you're so loved. You're so protected. Like, and even if you don't always necessarily feel that way, there is unseen forces that are around you, that they rock with you. Like, they're going to help you for whatever it is that you need. Sometimes you have to ask. If you are asking for like any sort of divine intervention, you have to actually ask for that. You have to say, hey, angels, if I'm, misstepping on my path, please intervene and direct me, guide me, and then go within yourself and receive that divine guidance. Okay. Can we just get one more for advice to close this out? Health. I will honor the physical vessel that enshrines my soul. Yeah, literally we were just talking about that. I love my home and my home loves me, and your home is actually your body. Focus on your health this spring and your happiness and the rest of it's just going to plug and play. Anyways, I love you guys. Your fairies love you. If you stayed all the way to the end, please leave me like a comment or something, like a heart, your favorite color heart in the thing. You don't have to tell me anything personal on this public forum if you don't want to. But if you feel guided to, please feel free. I'm trying to like build this YouTube community. I've been really like guided to pour more into it. And I've been trying to, but I've just, you know, life be lifing. But I love you guys, and yeah, happy springtime. The fairies love you, and they're so happy that it's spring. Oh no, I can't reach. Oh, I have to actually stand up. Okay, bye.